Hey guys, it's Miss Wendy here. Welcome back to another day of learning here at the Sun Devil Learning Lab. I'm super excited to see you guys again. I see some familiar faces as well as some new faces. Hello, I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the third grade ELA video. I work alongside Miss Martinez. We will be doing videos together throughout the week, videos independently. Today you only get a video with me, but I'm sure that we will have videos together later in the week. So for those of you who might be new to the Sun Devil Learning Lab or maybe just want to learn a bit about us, the Sun Devil Learning Lab was created in response to the current coronavirus with the shutdown of school. There we go. That was hard to say. We just wanted to make sure that you guys were still getting an education at home. We wanted to help you guys as much as possible, hence why the Sun Devil Learning Lab was born. So I'm very excited to be able to work with you guys again. Let's get started on this lesson. So for today's lesson, what I wanted to do is I was having a really positive day today. So I figured, why not keep channeling that positivity into a lesson and be able to talk about you guys about basically how do we see ourselves in the future? Or as I titled this lesson, who will I be? Who are we gonna be, guys? So our goal for the day is just pretty simple. I can write a short paragraph about my future goals. And as you guys can see, my little icon over here, I believe in you guys. No matter what you guys want to do, I believe in you guys. So our schedule for today, pretty short, pretty simple. We're actually going to start with a read aloud this time. Normally we end with a read aloud, but today we are going to start with a read aloud to kick off our lesson. And then we're going to chat for a little bit just about like what the book meant to us. Then we're moving on to who will I be? And then we're going to go into writing time. So our read aloud book for the day is called Who Will I Be? And it's by Abby Huntsman. I actually am a babysitter during the day, and the girls that I was babysitting today read this book to me, and I immediately had to write a lesson for it. I thought it was such a perfect book to kind of express yourself, talk about our future aspirations and our dreams. And like I said, I just had a very positive day today, so I want to continue that positivity with you guys. And as always, I'm always so excited to talk about the future, especially the future of my students. So I thought, why not? It's the perfect lesson. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to get that book up so that we can read it. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, so the book is called Who Will I Be? By Abby Huntsman. Oh, going too fast. Let me see if I can make that screen bigger. There we go. Who do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Isabel's teacher. Everyone around Isabel waved their hands in the air. They all had an answer. I want to be a businesswoman, basketball player, artist. How about you, Isabel? Miss Livingston asked. I don't know, she said, and that bothered her. It bothered Isabel during lunch, during music class, and during gym. It was still bothering her when her dad picked her up after school. I don't know who I want to be when I grow up, Isabel told her dad. Well, her dad said, what makes you happy? Last week I went to the pool with Kayla, Isabel said. That made me happy. And selling cookies at the charity bake sale was fun. Isabel thought of another thing. We found that man's pet parrot, remember? It made me happy that we helped him. Maybe you want to be someone who helps people then, her dad suggested. Helper isn't a job, Dad, Isabel replied. Of course it is, her dad said. Lots of jobs are all about helping to make the world a better place. Isabel wasn't too sure. Let's take the long way home, Isabel's dad said. I want to show you some people who have jobs helping others. We'll start right here, at your school, Isabel's dad said. Who do you see? I see my teacher, said Isabel, and I see the crossing guard. Well, your teacher helps you learn, and the crossing guard helps you stay safe, said Isabel's dad. Isabel had never thought of it that way. Let's see what else we can find, said Isabel's dad. A man in a white coat walking a dog gave Isabel a friendly wave. He's a veterinarian, Isabel's dad told her. He helps people by making their pets feel better. Here we go. Some people help their town by joining the police force, or they help their whole country by joining the military, Isabel's dad told her. They help by keeping us safe, Isabel said. Isabel and her dad overheard the policeman ask an older woman, "May I walk you to the library, ma'am?" "Let's stop at the library, Isabel," said her dad. "Hi," whispered the librarian. "Do you need help finding a book? I could also sign you up for a book club." "Yes, thank you," Isabel whispered. "Happy to help," the librarian whispered back. "Let's go to the park, Dad," said Isabel. "Can you spot the helpers here?" Isabel's dad asked her. Isabel looked around. She saw an activist asking those passing by to sign a petition. She saw a gardener in a city uniform, and she saw the garbage man, Isabel exclaimed. He's helping by keeping our city clean and beautiful. There really were helpers everywhere. Next, Isabel and her dad passed a church. The pastor was out front. "What's your favorite thing about your job?" Isabel asked him. "Helping other people," he said. "I also like volunteering at the soup kitchen next door," he added. "Can we help with that too?" Isabel asked. They worked at the soup kitchen until Isabel's dad's phone buzzed. "Want to go meet Mom at her office?" Isabel's dad asked. On the way, a reporter was interviewing a fireman who had rescued a kitten. "Journalists make sure we know what's happening," Isabel's dad said. "You should take that cat to a veterinarian in case it's hurt," Isabel told the fireman. "There's one right down the street." Soon, Isabel and her dad arrived to meet her mom. "Mom!" Isabel yelled and ran to hug her. Isabel's mom worked at the mayor's office because Isabel's mom was the mayor. "I'm learning all about service," Isabel said. "Do you help people?" "I do," her mom said. "My job is to help the people of this city by listening to them and passing laws to make their lives better." Isabel had a lot to think about. There were so many different ways of helping people and so many different jobs to choose from. "I still don't know who I want to be when I grow up," she told her dad. "But I know one thing. I want to be a helper." All right, so that is our read aloud for the day. Let me go back and share my presentation screen. What did you guys think about this? I honestly love this book so much. Like I said, I heard it for the first time this morning, and immediately I knew I had to make a lesson on it. I had to share it with you guys for a little bit of inspiration, because who doesn't love thinking about what they're going to be when they grow up? I know I was constantly thinking about that when I was in 3rd grade. So let's talk about our future. More specifically, let's talk about our future and how we can help the world. Okay? So let's all take a second, think in our minds, what do I want to be when I grow up? Maybe some of you want to be teachers. Maybe some of you want to be artists. Maybe some of you want to be actors or musicians or firefighters. Anything that you put your mind to, you can be. But think about this way. I know we all have an idea in our head of what we want to be. Some of us maybe more than others, and that's totally okay. But think about it this way. Take what you want to be in life and think, how can I help the world with that job? I want you guys to keep thinking about that while I go over some other questions to ask yourself when thinking about our future. Okay, so like I said, some questions to ask yourself are, who will I be? What job do you want? How can I help other people? As much as we think about how we would enjoy this job, how can it help the people around us? What impact do I want to make on the world? So not even necessarily the people that we make everyday encounters with. These could be people from anywhere in the world, whether we meet them or not. What impact do we want to make? And then the last one, which is one that I really like to think about, is how can I make an impact starting right now? Keep in mind, guys, because of the whole, as you guys might know, the butterfly effect is essentially that one small happening can create a chain reaction. So what one small impact can we make starting right now that will make a positive impact on the rest of our lives or other people's lives? So while I was making this lesson, I sat down and I thought about it to myself. I said, Miss Wendy, how can I model this for my kids? So who will I be? So who do I want to be? I want to be a teacher. Specifically, I either want to teach kindergarten or first grade. Haven't really fully decided yet. I love third grade. If I get a position in a third grade class, I would absolutely love that. So I know I want to be a teacher. I have since I was a kid. How can I help people? Well, I can help people by teaching them about the world, providing a safe space for my students, and treating all my students with respect. Obviously, those aren't the only ways I can help people, but those personally are the three most important to me for right now. What impact do I want to make on the world? I want my students to be excited to learn and feel safe, welcome, and accepted whenever they come to school. And in addition to that, not only do I want them to feel safe, welcome, and accepted, I want them to make others feel safe, welcome, and accepted. I feel like, especially today, we all need a safe, positive environment to go to not worry about, judgment or what anyone thinks of us. We just need a safe space to take risks. And I feel like that's what a classroom is for. So I want to encourage my students to have a positive outlook on their education and to help others along the way. How can I make an impact starting right now? By showing love and compassion to everyone, just like I was kind of preaching about. Make sure that I show my appreciation for everyone, make them feel safe, welcome, and accepted, especially if that is what I want to model to my students, because it is one thing for me to tell them to accept everyone. It is another thing for me to show them how to accept and welcome everyone and feel comfortable and safe. So that is how I can make an impact starting now. And also by encouraging a love of education, which I do right now with the Sun Devil Learning Lab. As you guys know, in pretty much every introduction that I've done, I talk about how important the Sun Devil Learning Lab is to me, how important my students are, whether you are my students that I've actually had physically in my classroom sat in front of me, or if you are thousands of miles away on a computer screen, I still appreciate and encourage every single one of you guys to be here. It means so much to me that you are continuing your education with us, and I seriously wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope if there's ever a time that you guys feel like maybe you're lacking your love of education, that you just find a trusted teacher to talk to. Because I know I definitely went through a phase where I was not too keen on school, but then I found a teacher that I really respected, and she was able to help me find that love again. So please find a teacher that makes you feel safe, makes you feel like it is worth learning again, and I promise that they will instill that love of education in you again. So moving on. So basically what we are going to do is, with these questions, we are going to format it into a short little paragraph, just like our goal for the day was. So what I want you guys to do right now is to go grab a pencil and paper. If you do not have it already, I'm gonna allow you guys time to pause the video right now, go get those supplies. And for those of my friends who have come back with supplies, or maybe they had them with them already, thank you guys. So glad to have you guys back. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take those 4 questions that I answered, and I'm going to format it into my own little mini paragraph. Ultimately, if you guys want to move on to write a whole essay about what you want to be and how you want to change the world, that is amazing. That would be so incredible to see. For right now, I'm just writing a short little paragraph about what I want to be and how I want to change the world. But if I wanted to move on and write more extensively about what that means to me, I can. And that is the beauty of writing. I am not going to stop you guys from writing. If you want to write a book about who will you be, the author of this book did, I highly encourage you guys to keep writing. So just to kind of model what I am looking for, what we're starting with, let me go on to the next slide. So my answer for who will I be is, when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. Yes, I know I said grow up, even though I'm an adult, but I still have time to grow up. So when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. By being a teacher, I can help the world by teaching them about the world, providing a safe space, and treating my students with respect. I want my students to be excited to learn and feel safe, welcome, and accepted when they're in my class. I can make an impact starting now by showing love, compassion, and encouraging a love for education. So if I wanted to enhance this paragraph further into maybe a larger essay, probably what I would do is talk about, why I want to be a teacher, how I can make my students feel excited to learn and safe, welcome, and accepted, ways to start my impact now by showing love, compassion, and encouraging a love for education. So there, right off the bat, without even thinking, that is 3 additional paragraphs that I could write in addition to this. So, like I said, possibilities are endless in writing this. So, guys, who will you be? When you sit here and think, who do I want to be when I grow up? Okay, well, maybe immediately a job comes to mind. Let's think about it this way. Take another step back and think, okay, so I know I want to be blank. Let's say you want to be a firefighter. What impact can you make on the world? Let's look at our 4 questions that we're going to try and answer, okay? So, who will I be? How can I help other people? What impact do I want to make on the world? And how can I make an impact starting now? And guys, just like Isabel in the book, if you honestly have no idea what you want to be in life, guys, what's something that we can all be right now, even though it's not the future? There we go. Words are hard sometimes. We can be a friend. We can be a shoulder to cry on. Because then if we answer those questions, if we can't think of anything, we can start thinking, well, by being a friend, how can I help other people? By being a friend, what impact do I want to make on the world? And by being a friend, how can I make an impact starting right now? So even if you guys don't have a job picked out for your future, you can still do this writing assignment and you can do it awesome. So I'm going to, if you guys want to pause the video right here to look at basically the format I'm looking for in the paragraph, feel free to. Or if you guys want to pause on the questions to ask yourself, feel free to. Both of these will definitely help you along with your writing assignment. And that actually concludes our lesson for the day. I am so excited to be able to read your guys' little paragraphs. If you guys want to send them to us, just let me know. I would love to hear about them. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and creative. And I will see you guys on the next Learning Lab. Bye, guys.